Hello, everyone. Cindy Hartzell with Hartzell Confidence-Based Horsemanship here. And welcome to episode 8 of our Riding with Confidence series. I wish I didn't have this glare on my glasses so I could see you guys, or you could see my eyes instead of my screen. So I'll be probably playing around trying to not be so distracted by the fact that you guys can't really see my eyes. Maybe I can keep my head up. I don't know. So let's just take a minute, like we do at the beginning of every series, and just take some nice deep breaths. Breathing deep down into our power center, that space 3 inches below our belly button and back towards our spine. It's known as our dantian, our womb space, our power center. It's where our grounding comes from. It's actually that part of us that gets that gut feeling. You know, people say, how do you know? And it's just like, I feel it in my gut. That power center is so incredibly important to us who choose to be with horses. So let's take some nice deep breaths into there. When you breathe in, blow out your belly button, expand, filling with air. When you breathe out, feel your belly button go back to your spine. Again. The reason I exaggerate my blowing out with a is because I'm actually letting go of all of the tension and the stress that I might be feeling in my body. It's also helping me to breathe out through the soles of my feet, grounding myself deep into my seat, deep into my feet. This is so incredibly important when we're around horses, because if we're not grounded and we're not present, they feel that. And the more that we can practice that breathing away from our horses, the more that we can become aware of our body and these sensations that go on in our body, where we're carrying stress, where we might be carrying pain and we're trying to ignore it, we can tune our minds out from a lot of the physical sensations that are going on in our body, the energetic sensations that are going on in our body, but our horses feel it because they're sentient beings, they're sensory awareness masters, and we're a part of their herd. And so they know so much more about us than we know. And if we're trying to become the leader for them that they can trust and want to follow, we need to start becoming more aware of ourselves, of our horses, how we show up in the world, what's going on in our environment. That's how important our breathing is. It begins to bring our awareness into our bodies. I was talking to a friend today, and she's been going through some health issues, and she was talking about taking 11 minutes to do this specific breathing practice. And she thought, oh my God, 11 minutes seems like forever. And it caught me. It caught my attention, because 11 minutes is not that long. And 11 minutes worth of breathing can literally help heal your mind, body, emotions, and spirit. 11 minutes of breathing in the presence of your horse can actually help your horse heal as well. Without the power of breath, we have nothing. But we struggle to find time, patience, presence, to take 4 deep breaths, 6 deep breaths, 11 minutes worth of breathing. Think about that. and then practice 4 deep belly breaths. So today we're talking about, this is the last episode, episode 8 in our 8-part series, Riding with Confidence. And today we're talking about building a strong community. We need our tribe. We all need to feel like we belong. I'm an introvert and an extrovert. Some people don't believe that I'm actually an introvert, but I am. I enjoy my private time as much as I enjoy being out and teaching and being around people and horses. But we all need our community, and I have a great community. I have peers who I thought storm with, and we chat about horses and horsemanship and horse psychology, human psychology, behavior, all those things that I just thrive on, that I'm so incredibly passionate about. I want to know how women, men too, but I primarily work with women. And horses. I want to know how they work, what goes on inside. For so long, I was learning about the outside of the horse, how to take care of them, how to feed them, how to recognize when they don't feel good, how to tack them up, how to keep them fit, how to enjoy a trail ride. It was always about the outside, and I was always about the outside of me as well. But now I have totally changed my approach, and I want to know from the inside out. And so I've built that kind of community around me. But I also have my group of women who I love to trail ride with. And I love trail riding with them because they like to do the same things I do. They're adventurous. They want to go on long, high country, never been there before kind of trails. They're flexible. If one of us isn't feeling it that day or doesn't feel like that trail that day, we adjust, we move, we change. If the weather's not right, we agree. When we get out to our destination, we ride to the weakest rider. I ride with dogs. I ride young horses. We ride with older horses. So we ride to the weakest rider. And if one of us is struggling that day when we get out on the trail and we have to call it a day early, it may have taken us an hour to get there, half an hour to tack up. We're 15 minutes out the road on the trail and something's not right. We don't make one person and horse turn around. We all turn around and we go, that's okay. We got to be together. That's my tribe. That's who I ride with. Because for me, trail riding, when I'm taking my personal time to be out with my horses doing what I love, and we're not in a training session. Of course, we're always kind of building that relationship, focusing on that partnership. But when I'm gifting myself me time with my herd, I want to know that I'm riding with a group of women who are in it for all of us. I've been on too many trail rides in the past with a group of people who somebody's struggling and they let that person turn around, or maybe one other horse goes with them. And to me, that's not right. We're a herd. When we get out there, we go as a herd and we come back as a herd. I've been out where somebody's dog is having a hard time. And I was so excited to be on that trail, fall colors and all. But we all turned around. Find your tribe. I have an amazing group of people right here in this group, this private, unbridled freedom group, where we come together because we all share the passion of horses and we all want to know more about horses. And I'm hoping that by now, if you're still here participating in this group, you want to learn more about yourself. Because really, my belief system is that interacting with a horse is building a relationship. And a relationship worth investing in takes time. And it's not a one-way street. It's not always about asking my horse to be, do, don't. It's about both of us. And our horses are mirrors of us. And so if my horse is off and it's not going right, we're not getting it done, we're not achieving what I had hoped to achieve, I first look at me. I first breathe into that power center and I check in with me. So I'm hoping that if you're here in this Facebook group and you are watching these videos, it's because you understand that one of the most valuable relationships you will ever have in your life is the relationship you have with a horse. And by learning to be 100% vested in that relationship with your horse and being willing to give when you have to and to receive when you need it and to make it a mutual relationship where both have a voice and both are respected. That is what I hope you're learning from being here is the most valuable relationship you'll ever have, and it will translate into every other relationship you have. The first one being the relationship you have with the woman who looks back at you in the mirror every day. So, this is a community that you have joined. Find others in the world of horses who have common interest, who want to learn and grow in the areas that you want to learn and grow. And if you can't find one, make one. Social media is an amazing thing. You can just reach out and start a group and nurture it. And you'll bring people into that group. When you find that community, participate. It's sometimes intimidating to step out of your comfort zone and be seen and be heard. This community, that's one of the things we focus on. I'm not just here to help you, to help your horses be the best they can be. I'm here to help you be the best that you can be if that is what you're striving for. And I promise you, the most valuable feedback you're going to get when you say yes to that is going to be from your horse. Horses don't lie. Your horse will change as you change. So once you find that community, participate, ask questions. There is no question that is unworthy of asking. Notice when you get scared and you're too afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Do it anyway, especially in this group. We've done 8 episodes in this Riding with Confidence, and I am so grateful to see how many people are actually watching these videos. So please, everybody, take the next step and say something. Ask a question. You are safe to be vulnerable. You know, there is so much. It takes so much courage to be vulnerable and speak out and ask the question, or share the story, or share the challenge. One of the things that horses have no space for, no time for, no tolerance for, is the ego. And so when I created this private group, I made it with the intention that while we all have our ego and we need our ego, it's what gives us that I'm gonna do it, that tenacity, but it also gets in the way it makes us feel like, oh God, that's stupid. Everybody's going to make fun of me. I'm too embarrassed to say that I'm having that problem of getting my horse to stand still so I can get on. And I'm older now and I'm not as agile as I used to be, and so I can't get in the saddle without the mounting block, and I don't know what to do. I don't want to go on trail rides, because if I go on a trail ride and I have to get off, heaven forbid, I drop something or I got to pee. And if I get off, I can't get back on my horse, and that's embarrassing, so I'm not going to go. Well, you know what? We're all there. And if you're not there, you're going to be, I promise. So let's talk about it, because you know what? I have the solution. I don't have a solution to everything, but I can promise you, if I don't have the solution, I'm going to go find the solution. I'm going to get back at you. So this can be your supportive community. But you have to get out of your comfort zone, and you have to engage with me and everybody else. And we can have a lot of fun. And we can be vulnerable, and we can be courageous, and we can be goofy, and we can be serious, and we can be scared, and we can be brave, and we can be anything we flipping want to be right here in this private group. Yes, I'm being goofy. I am on day 5 of having the stomach flu, and my husband is on I guess I'm day 6, he's day 5 of the stomach flu, and so I have a 10-week-old Australian cattle dog puppy and 12 horses to take care of and a husband to take care of, and I fizzle out at the end of the day, and this time of the day I feel nauseous, and so I'm being a little goofy. And you know what? I'm just being me, because I want to be seen and respected as a horsewoman, mentor, and coach. I work on personal development as well as I do horse development. But I'm also just me, and I have my life. And right now, I don't feel very good. But I wanted to be here with you guys, because this is important to me. I want to get to know you all. I want you to get to know me. It's great to be perfect or be perceived as being perfect, but we're not. We're all imperfect. We're all perfectly imperfect, as Brene Brown would say. And so I really don't know where I was going with all of that, other than, yeah, this is me today, day 6 of the stomach flu. And you're my community. I've worked a long time. I started my confidence-based horsemanship, heart soul confidence-based horsemanship business in 2018, and I have really been committed to growing a community and letting people know who I am and what I do. And I have a great community, and I'm really happy that you guys are a part of it. So use social media to find your community. Reach out in your area and find people. There's some really great groups here on Facebook. Hopefully this is one of them. Our community here in the Carson Valley, we have lots of horse groups, so they all do fun things. We have women who love to go out and ride endurance, They may not be competing, but they're riding like 25 minutes at a trot. 25 miles at walk, trot, get off and walk. Not my gig, but I respect them completely. And I love to teach them more about their horses from the inside out, so their horses enjoy it as much as they do. There's trail trials. There's mounted archery, which I hope to get back into once I get a horse that I can count on to fire an arrow off of the back of. We have obstacle course groups, And we have our beautiful 4-H group here does a lot of fun things that invites the horse community out. We have some of the ranches around here that do boarding, and they have like Easter egg hunt rides. So find your community and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid that you're going to be judged, because if they're judging you, they're not your people. Period. 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 They're not your people. Nobody's perfect. And if they're busy judging you or going, oh, so you use that on your horse? Oh, you know, it's really bad to ride your horse bareback. You know, right? You ride in the mountains without shoes on your horse. You know that's really bad for them, right? You're putting shoes on your horse's feet. Do you know how bad that is for them? If you're amongst people like that, they're not your tribe. Just smile. Say thank you. Go find your tribe. So I'm going to cut it short today because, like I said, I'm not feeling good and I'm acting pretty goofy, and that's okay because that's part of me. I've been working at my computer a lot today, getting ready to co-facilitate a clinic in September of 2024 with Dr. Stephen Peters, co-author of Evidence-Based Horsemanship, one of the books that has changed my life and changed the way I work with horses and has made me better at horses. He's coming to the Valley, Carson Valley, and doing a horse brain seminar, and I will be doing horsemanship demonstrations, showing some of what we learn in the seminars in action with the horses. So I've been working on that today. And next week, we are going to start a new series. It is going to be called A Horsewoman's Journey to Empowerment. There's going to be 10 episodes every week. So all you have to do is watch the post here on this group and you will know what's coming up. Excuse me. The first one is going to be, I'm looking at my notes here. The first one is going to be embracing your riding journey. We're going to take a deep look into that. What is it that you're doing? Where do you want to, where are you? Where do you want to be? And what's getting in the way? What's standing in between? We call that the abyss. So that's going to start next week. We will be skipping the Thanksgiving week. Start back up the following week, which should put us into December. Can you believe it? I would love to hear your thoughts and questions. I would love to hear what you guys thought of this series, okay? Because I'm aiming for series. I'd also would love to have some topics that you guys would like to learn more about. You know, is there anything about winter blanketing? Should I or shouldn't I blanket my horse? Do I or don't I blanket my horse? The answer is yes and no. I have been here in the high desert Carson Valley since 2014, and I have yet to blanket any of my horses. And I am happy to do an episode on that. So yeah, this group is for you guys. So give me some suggestions. I'd love to hear from you. So for now, I'm going to call it an end because I am going to go take it easy before I go feed my herd of horses. I would love to get your feedback. Thanks for tuning in, you guys, and thanks for being a part of my community. Take care.